Hey, Shadia here, welcome back. Today I'm going to try one of Juliana McDonald's recipes on her How to Cook channel. So in this bowl I have 1 can of black beans and 1 can of chickpeas. To that I'm adding 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and because I doubled her recipe, I'm using 4 tablespoons of flax seeds instead of 2. And again, instead of 1 cup, I'm using 2 cups of garbanzo bean flour and 2 cups of oat flour. So I took some oatmeal and blended it into a flour, and now I'm mixing it up. And I forgot to add the water. But I did after I made the patties. The first 2, I realized, you forgot the water, so I added it late. But it did not mess up the chicken patty or the flavoring. Yeah, a little mess up, and well, it's a couple of mess ups, but it still came out delicious. So here I'm kneading the beans with the seasonings. And again, that is Juliana McDonald. Her channel is How to Cook. She does vegan and non-vegan. Her recipes are amazing. So here I'm just showing you how the consistency. I actually probably could make a chicken burger, so that's a thought for a later date. I may try the same recipe and make burgers. So on my table I have plastic wrap, saran wrap, and I'm sprinkling some garbanzo bean flour so that I can put my patties. There was no need for me to press them out, but I don't know why I pressed them out, because Juliana didn't. She just scooped them out and put them on, and then when she wrapped it, she flattened it. But again, it still worked out. Like she said, make it your own. So pressing and laying them on the flour so that they don't stick to the paper or stick together. And now I'm sprinkling a little flour on top of each meat piece, and I'm folding over. As she did, she demonstrated that if they break, they're going to break in the skillet. So I think I did a pretty good job there. And I'm folding the edges, and I believe she said you can sit them to marinate for about 20 minutes to a half an hour, but I did this the day before my taste tester came, so they actually sat in the refrigerator overnight. So here the next day in my skillet, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and then I'm putting my chickun in the skillet. And I also forgot to put browning sauce in my mixture. So I guess you could say mine was like chicken breast. But again, still delicious. No complaints on them. So I'm toasting them on each side or browning them. And if you feel the need, just add a little bit more oil so they don't stick. My flame was about medium temperature. I'm going to want to say. So here I'm just making sure the oil saturates the whole pan so that we don't get any breakage or sticking. I didn't want to burn them, so I started flipping them a little too much. And here we go. Next step, we're going to remove them out of the skillet. Now, without cleaning this skillet, we're going to add our minced garlic. I minced some two fresh cloves, and I have a half of red onion. I like cooking with red onions. I didn't have any white or yellow, so that's about a half of red. And there is 2 scallions and 1 celery stalk. Again, I forgot to add the browning sauce to the skillet, and I forgot the tomatoes. I had 1 whole tomato that I had cut up. So I added about a teaspoon of garlic and onion powder to my stir fry, and about a half a teaspoon of ACV, apple cider vinegar. There's my browning. The top had busted and it kind of dried up, so I had to add some water to loosen it. And there is my paprika. Just sprinkled a couple of dashes. And then there's that red crushed pepper that I turned into a powder. Because I didn't have any Scotch bonnets or any other kind of hot peppers, so I used that and it worked out well. Here I'm adding water to make my gravy. Now you add as much water as you desire in gravy. I think in total my water was 2 cups. And just be careful that you don't dilute your seasonings. Again, I had forgotten to put the rosemaries in, so I added those. And I put the meat in. I added the tomatoes. I put ketchup on top. And I let it simmer for 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm here with one of my other babies. And again, don't y'all be flirting with my babies now. He is so handsome. Him and Charles both. So he's going to taste test this recipe that I got from Juliana on how to cook. And she made a vegan chicken stew. And it looked amazing. So here we go. Lance. Say hi, Lance.
Hi.
Isn't he gorgeous?
Okay, so I'm going to try it.
Yep. Honest opinion.
I like it.
You do?
I really do.
I
really do like it.
No? It's like, I'm only kidding.
No, I can be
No,
honest,
I love
too.
all the yeses.
No, this is actually really, really good.
Yeah? Now the rice, I cannot and I will not take credit for. That rice is amazing. One of my coworkers, Miss Chica, April.
This is really good.
She makes a delicious beans and rice. And I'm trying to get away from the white rice because it's so starchy. So I had just bought a bag of wild black rice. And I said, April, could you make me some beans and rice with the wild black rice? And she said she likes making hers with the pigeon peas, the green pigeon peas. So I said, oh, that sounds interesting. So she brought it to work today. Oh, my God. It was a nice sized pan. Can I tell you, only enough for 2 people was left in the container. So
that's really good.
So
what is this made of?
So the chicken is chickun is made of black beans and chickpeas.
Okay.
So you just take it
Well,
and
you know I love black beans.
Really?
Love black beans.
Oh,
Like
wow.
black bean burgers. You know I love them. Especially when you make it, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. You ain't been over here so long to
I
eat.
know.
See, I would have made you some brownies. Yeah.
This is really good. I love it.
Okay, cool.
And I'm glad I came hungry.
So is it, because I haven't tasted it yet, so do you get the semi-meat consistency? Is it like chewy or is
Definitely,
it just...
it's like a turkey consistency.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Like the consistency of a turkey burger.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought I was following her recipe exact, but I didn't. I didn't realize it until after I forgot to throw the tomatoes and the rosemary in there, and I said, okay, I'm gonna throw it in there with the gravy.
This is
And
good.
but kudos to Julia from How to Cook Vegan Chicken. What is that? Stewed chicken.
Yes.
Yes. So once again, if you like what you see, and I'm not talking about my Lance.
I went at the perfect time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and do share. Thank you, and we are out of here. Peace.